Parable of the Invited Guests, Luke 14, verse 7 to 14. When he noticed how the guests picked the places of honor at the table, he told them this parable. When someone invites you to a wedding feast, do not take the place of honor for a person more distinguished than you may have been invited. If so, the host who invited both of you will come and say to you, "Give this person your seat." Then, humiliated, you will have to take the least important place. But when you are invited, take the lowest place, so that when your host comes, he will say to you, "Friend, move up to a better place." Then you will be honored in the presence of all the other guests. For all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Then Jesus said to his host, "When you give a luncheon or dinner, do not invite your friends, your brothers or sisters, your relatives, or your rich neighbors. If you do, they may invite you back, and so you will be repaid. But when you give a banquet, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind, and you will be blessed. Although they cannot repay you, you will be repaid at the resurrection of the righteous." In the parable of the invited guests, found in Luke 14, verse 7 to 14, Jesus shares a powerful lesson about humility and the importance of true hospitality. This parable serves as a reminder to prioritize humility and selflessness in our interactions with others. In the story, Jesus observes how the guests at a wedding feast were choosing the places of honor for themselves. He uses this observation as an opportunity to teach a valuable lesson. He advises the guests to take a lower seat at the table so that if the host deems them worthy, they may be invited to a higher place of honor. Jesus emphasizes that those who exalt themselves will be humbled, while those who humble themselves will be exalted. Expanding on the lesson, Jesus then addresses the host of the feast. He advises the host not to invite his friends, relatives, or wealthy neighbors who can repay him in kind. Instead, Jesus encourages the host to invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, and the blind, those who cannot repay him. By doing so, the host will be blessed, for he will be repaid at the resurrection of the righteous. This parable teaches us the importance of humility and genuine hospitality. It reminds us to set aside our pride and self-importance and to treat others with kindness and generosity, regardless of their social status or ability to repay us. True hospitality is not about seeking personal gain or recognition, but rather about selflessly serving others and showing love and compassion. The parable of the invited guests serves as a timeless reminder for us to embrace humility and to extend genuine hospitality to all those we encounter in our lives. By doing so, we not only reflect the teachings of Jesus, but also create a more inclusive and compassionate world.